Hey! There we go. We got it. Okay, so quick rundown from the screen here. Martyr 1A3, C19 or C13 T90 for Italy, M16 for Japan, M19A1 for Japan, Type 87 RCV for Japan, PBV 301, Vickers Mark III for Britain, and M1A1 HC for America at 10.7, and a little bit of Golden Eagles, plus 4 more items. I'm not sure what those 4 more items actually are. Okay. Let's see if we've got anything else. We do. We got some airplanes with a bunch of images in progress. We got the A5C for Pakistan. We got the F-104G for Italy. We got the F-8E for America. We got the F-8E Fleet Nation... sorry. I forget what FN means for France. Anyway, the F-8E for France. We got the MiG-27M, also known as the MiG-23F for Russia. We've got the J-35A Draken, and we got the Avro Shackleton long-range bomber for Britain. Let's see if there's anything else. There might be a ship or two, I bet, coming up next. What? That's odd. I have the Martyr A1. I don't know why it gave that to me. Anyway, we got the Karlsruhe Light Cruiser. We've got the Martyr A1, which is apparently a ship. We got the Leone class destroyer for Italy. We got the RN Gabbiano Subchaser for Italy. We got the IJN Aoba Heavy Cruiser for Japan. We got the IJN Yubari Light Cruiser for Japan. We got the Peacock class. I am not entirely sure how to pronounce the Leopard Orla for Ireland. Ireland makes their appearance in War Thunder. We got the HMS Norfolk Heavy Cruiser. We got the Fairmile Motor Gunboat. We got the USS Pittsburgh Heavy Cruiser for America. We got the Sevastopol class Parizhskaya Kommuna battleship for the Soviets. And we got the Smely Ruski War for the Soviets, which is a 1955 destroyer. Let's see if there's anything else. Goodness gracious, we've got markings of the 1st Platoon of the D Company, which I thought I already had. Oh god, here we go. Here's everything I've ever unlocked again. Oh, there we go. Okay, it caught up. So, starting with America, we have got one ground vehicle. It is the M1A1HC Abrams. This should be probably the Marine version of the M1A1. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that's what it is. Just make sure there's nothing over in the premium section. No. Okay. So we'll take a look at that real quick. All right. There we have it in the hangar / garage here. So there's a look around at it. We got the air conditioning pack on the back. And let's see what we got here. We have got modifications. We got the standard stuff over here, and then we've got M830A1 in Tier 1. We've got M829 in Tier 1, M829A1 in Tier 4. We got thermals in Tier 3, smoke grenades in Tier 2, and everything else is pretty standard. So, that's pretty sweet. Let's see if we can see what the camouflages are for, if there's anything different at all. Yeah, sort of. That's a good one. That's going to be a fun one to get. Is that a purchase only? No, 920 kills. So just 920 kills, guys. No problem. It's a times 2 multiplier for RB at least, so, you know, there's that. Red Desert. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Snow with trees. Cool. I like that. Winter Verdon camouflage. Oh, they are different. Okay, cool. All right, we got some new camos, which is kind of nice. All right. Cool. All right. So we got the Abrams. Yeah. The M1A1HC for America. Okay. Let's close these off here. Go away. You go away too. Okay. And then for American helicopters, we have got the YAH-64, which is a new squadron vehicle. We'll take a look at that in the preview real quick. There we go. It is an Apache. It is the Apache prototype, I think. If it's YAH, should be the prototype one. So the testing and prototype version. Let's take a look at the weaponry for it. You can get 76 Hydras. You can get some Hellfires and Hydras, or just Hellfires. And you can get either 8 or 16 of them. So let's take a look at the modifications for that. Stop that. Modifications, and we'll see what we can actually get here. Yeah, so AGM 114s and AGM 114-2s. This probably enables the 16, I bet. You get thermals, and everything else is pretty much standard for helicopters, so that's kind of cool. America gets a new Apache, because that's what this game needs, is more helicopters. Now for American airplanes. I believe it is just the one. We'll take a quick look over here at the premium side. I don't see anything else new over there. So we've got the American F-8E. Let's put that into a crew here. Crew. No, I don't want to do that. Thank you. Okay. And let's check her out. Now, as I said earlier when I did a quick preview on this, I am super excited about this airplane. Simply because AH is the tail code for my hometown aircraft carrier, which is the Midway class carrier USS Oriskany. And I am super, super excited about that. Actually, I think it's a Midway. I could be wrong about it being a Midway. Thought it was. Maybe it's not a Midway, but anyways. Is it an Essex? God damn it, now I don't remember. Anyways, CVA-34 is the USS Oriskany. Well, it was the USS Oriskany. That was the designation for it. It's now one of the largest artificial diveable reefs off of Florida, but anyway, this is an F-8 from my hometown aircraft carrier, so I am super jazzed about that. I can't wait to unlock this one just because of the default skin. Also, I just like the F-8. I like the way it looks. I like that it was actually a gunfighter, and so on and so on. Anywho, let's check out the modifications. We got Mighty Mouses. We got Mark 81s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. We got AIM-9 Bs and Ds. We got more rockets. Those should be Zunis, yeah. And then we got AGM-12B Bullpups. B is alright. B is quite fine. So I like this because you can get Zuni packs on Mighty Mouses on the center as well, along with bombs and rockets and all kinds of missiles and all kinds of air-to-ground attack ordnance, which I particularly enjoy because that's generally, mostly speaking, what I use my aircraft for, is for support and tank battles. So I'll just kind of scroll really slowly through these loadouts because, good lord, this is a lot of loadout possibilities. So good luck with all this, because this is absolutely a crazy. Look at that. Can we actually use these? Does it come with... I don't know. It's telling me to buy 9Bs. It doesn't come with 9Bs stock, does it? Doesn't seem like it would. So you're going to be stock with guns only. Oh my god. That's going to be horrible. Well, good luck, everybody, with that. What else do we have for America? I guess let's look at the skins on it and see what we got. Okay, so... they like the Oriskany so much, they made it the only skin. Blue Water Fleet, we have got... the USS Pittsburgh is the only new ship, so we'll take a look at the modifications. We got 8-inch guns. We got the usual upgrades for that. And there you go. What kind of speed we got? "33 miles per hour, not in knots." There you go. 5.7 heavy cruiser, USS Pittsburgh, Baltimore class. There you go. Coastal Fleet, we got nothing new. So there you have America so far for direct hit. Alright, and Germany for direct hit. We have got us in ground forces. We got the Marder 1A3, and that seems to be it for so far. So we'll choose a crew for this real quick. And we'll take a look at it. So we got, I Thank you for this message. Can I get rid of this message so I can actually see the vehicle? No, we can't. All right. Anyway, the 1A3 took the machine gun off the back, and I think had slightly better armor. And there you go. Otherwise, it should be about the same. Looks like a coax machine gun to go with the 20mm cannon. So there you go. There's the Martyr 1A3. We'll take a look at the mods real quick and see what we get. Get APIT, NVDs, thermals right from the start. That's kind of cool. 20mm DM63 APDS, Milan missiles, and yeah, that's cool. So upgraded ammo is going to be pretty nice. And we'll take a look at the camos real quick just to see if we got anything special on it. We do not. Now, did the bushes change or did they add new bushes? They added a whole shitload of new bushes. Bruh. They added a ton of new bushes. Oh my god. Armful of straw. Oh my god, they added a ton of new bushes. Wow. Kind of like some of those. Alright. I wonder if you would be able to get those out of crates from the Battle Pass crates, because that's how I got all the rest of my bushes. Interesting. Okay, well there we go. For helicopters, there are no new helicopters for Germany. For aviation, there is nothing else new, I guess. Nothing new for German aviation. Germany Blue Water, you get the Karlsruhe. We'll take a look at that real quick. Nah, I'm not going to take a look at it. I'm just going to look at the modifications. There you go. Secondary weapons, it comes with torpedoes because it's a premium. So there you go. Everything comes unlocked, so that's good. That's a 5.3 light cruiser. And then for the coastal fleet, anything new? Yes. But I can't see it. I guess I didn't get this unlocked, or it's not new. I don't know. Maybe it's not new. That's kind of interesting. I don't actually know what that is. Alright, well that's it for Germany. And let's see what our glorious comrades in the Soviet Union gave themselves in this patch. It looks like the 2S-25, which I did not get access to in the trophy, so that's kind of unfortunate. I would have liked to have seen this and test driving it. 3BM42 ammo. And somebody was complaining that it needs to be dropped down to 9.3. It's going to be just fine at 9.7 with that ammo. My god. This thing is going to be overpowered at 9.7. Should be 10.3 with that ammo. 125mm gun with 3BM42 ammo? This thing's going to be just fine. Let's see how fast does it get up to. 48 miles an hour. It'll probably make about 25, I bet, will be the best it's going to get in the game, but that should be just fine at 9.7. It's going to be completely just fine at 9.7. That'll drop the Object 685 down, though. So that's okay. Okay, so there we have that. For helicopters, the Soviets get nothing new in this patch. For aviation, they certainly do get something new. It is the MiG-27M. We'll put that on a crew, and we will actually take that for a test flight here after we finish the rundown. But let's take a look at that. There she be. There she be. Okay, so modifications. Tier 1 has got a whole bunch of good stuff to get. And then get ready for this, because there are quite a few permutations of weapons loadouts for the MiG-27 or MiG-23F, depending on what you want to call it. So I like this with the guidance pod. And then there is somewhere... There should be there it is, 4 TV-guided missiles, which I will test out once we get into doing a test flight for that. See if there's any camouflage options for this. I bet there won't be. Oh, there is one camouflage option. Ooh. Looks like somebody wiped a baby diaper all over it. Okay. So, see what we got here. Blue Water Fleet, they got the Smelly, which is a 4.3 premium. 10 turrets, got torpedoes. And then there is the Battleship. With, interestingly, I thought 12-inch guns instead of... 12-inch guns is pretty small for 1941. But there you go. 12 inches around like 1910, 1900s level gun caliber. But hey, whatever. And I don't see anything for their brown water navy, so we'll call that good for the USSR. Alright, and rolling over to Great Britain. We have got us... Okay, just the Vickers Mark III should be it. So there it is, Vickers Mark III, choose crew, slap it right there. Boom. Take a look at this tank in the hangar. That is a very bulbous turret. That turret sticks up way high. It should give this thing really good gun depression, but that is a really big target to shoot at. Just in case, you know, losing your breach didn't happen already often enough. And there's a pretty hefty shot trap under there, too, so I don't have a real lot of hope for this thing surviving a lot of hits. For modifications, you get M728, L35 Hesh, and then M456 Heat. Pretty standard 105 L7. Should be sufficient for 8.0 on the gun side. I don't know how good it's going to do on the armor side. But, yeah. I mean, that's not a lot of armor up there. You're going to get annihilated by stuff at 8.0. But hey, you know, pretty standard. So, for helicopters, Britain does not get anything new for direct hit. For aviation, they get a new bomber, and I believe that is it. I'm kind of looking forward to the Avro Shackleton. I've actually seen one of these in real life at RAF Duxford when I was there, TDY. Had a chance to pop down to Duxford and go see the museum, and there actually was an Avro Shackleton there, so that was kind of neat. No, I don't. Thank you. There we go. It's a post-war coastal type bomber. Usually it was, I think it was part of Coastal Command when Coastal Command still existed. I can't remember if that's actually true or not, but they definitely did use it for anti-sub patrols. And it could carry depth charges, but in this game, it's going to carry a shitload of bombs and some rockets that it can carry along with the bombs. So that should actually be kind of fun. I'm wondering how loud it's going to be with the counter-rotating props, because those could be a little bit noisy. Little bit noisy. Noisy, 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 noisy. I will bet. I will bet. Alright, so... the Shackleton should be pretty fun. I'm looking forward to this thing. Should be pretty interesting. So there was it for that. For Blue Water Fleet, they get the HMS Vega, a 1944 destroyer, and the HMS Norfolk, which is a rank 4 heavy cruiser county class. I guess we'll look at the modifications for these real quick, because why not? There you go. And there you go. And for the Coastal Fleet, there we go. Fairmile motor gunboat, and a premium Irish subchaser. That makes me happy. Ooh, look at that. Now that's interesting. That ammunition should be pretty familiar to everybody. Really familiar to everybody. Huh. That thing's gonna take down airplanes. Alright, now for Japan, we get some anti-air upgrades to the Japanese tech tree. 2.3, we get the M16 MGMC. That is going to be real nice. That's super effective against props all the way up to probably 6.7-ish till jets start making their way into battles. Even then, the early tier jets are going to be easy to destroy with this. It's pretty easy to counter fire and strafing to kill this itself, but that is a really effective anti-air vehicle for a long time. And then there's the M19A1, which I would say is less effective than the M16 MGMC, but it's going to be better able to defend itself against enemy armor rather than the M16 MGMC, so that'll be interesting for the two of those. Some upgrades and filling in some holes in the SPAA tech tree for Japan. So that'll be pretty cool. And then the Type 87 RCV, which is interesting. There's also the Type 74C, which I didn't get access to, so we'll choose a crew for this, and we'll take it for a test drive. And then we'll also check out the modifications. So we've got 25mm gun on the top of it, which gets up to AP FSDS rounds, and M791. So basically, that is the Bradley's cannon, and also the same ammo as the Dardo. So that's interesting. No missiles, just the gun. Let's take a look at that thing. I think I said earlier this morning, it looks like somebody took a Rodkampfwagen 90 or an AMX 10 RC and drove it at about 100 miles an hour into a wall, and it just compressed it. The gun should be decent, and hopefully it can traverse high enough to go anti-air. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll also have to wait and see if it gets any sort of speed whatsoever, because generally speaking, in War Thunder, wheeled vehicles do not get a whole lot of speed at all, and you really suffer when you try to drive them around. But, oh, well, hang on. Let's at least check the modifications for the Type 74C. So, 392A2, Type 75 Hesh, and M735. So, alright. Another Type 74. There's quite a few Type 74s available for Japan now. 4 by my count. So I guess that's alright. I mean, you can kind of almost build a lineup around the Type 74s, at least around the 8.7 range. But another 8.0 tank is alright, since that goes along with the Type 87 as the only 8.0s that the nation has. For helicopters, there is nothing new for Japan. For aviation for Japan, there is... I thought there was something new. Maybe I was wrong. Not seeing any yellow stripes. I guess there's not something new. I swore there was something new for Japan, but I guess I was misremembering. Japan's Blue Water Fleet, they get a couple new additions. IJN Yubari at 4.7. It is premium, so you get all the upgrades, including torpedo mode. And then the IJN Aoba at 5.7 is a heavy cruiser, and that goes at rank 4 there. So there you have that. And for the coastal fleet for Japan, nothing new at the moment. Alright, for Italy, we got the C-13 T-90, which to me looks like it has the Obel 74's turret on top of it. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. Let's see. That is the 90mm Cockerel Mark III. I'm pretty sure that's the same thing as on here. It is indeed. That is the same gun. I was pretty sure it was the same thing. So we'll slap that here, and we'll take this for a test drive as well. Check out the... Take a look at it in the hangar here. I think this is going to be a gigantic target with a very underpowered gun for the battle rating it's at, but I could be wrong. For modifications, you get Heat FS, and then you can get Hesh and Smoke. So... I think this thing's going to die a lot at 7.0. I think that's going to die a real lot at 7.0. I could be wrong, but I don't expect a lot out of that. Alright, helicopters, nothing new. Aviation for Italia. F-104G. And I think that is it. Nothing over there on the right. So we got an F-104G. Take a look at it in the hangar. I like the paint scheme on it. It almost looks like it's a NASA research plane, kind of. And for modifications, here's the loadouts. You can get AIM-9Bs for it, and that's it. And that's kind of disappointing. Bombs and rockets are alright, but I mean, it's not an air-to-ground aircraft. It's an interceptor. And the missiles that it has available to it for intercepting are pretty poor. So... that's unfortunate. Italy's Blue Water Fleet gets the RN Leone. There you go. And that is it. And for the Coastal Fleet, they get the RN Gabbiano Subchaser from 1942. So 100mm guns there. So there you have it for Italy. Alright, and for France, for ground forces, we got nothing new. France got shafted again. That's a shame. No new helicopters, pretty standard for the most part. And for aviation, we got the naval, well, not the naval, but the French version of the F8E. So France's F8E. We'll slap that in a crew real quick. We'll take it for a test flight in a bit. Just to fly it around. It's not going to be really any different than the American one, but we'll take it for a test flight anyways, just because the loadouts potentially could be different. I don't believe they are, but they might be. I don't think they are. They definitely are. This is air-to-air only. Yeah, we're okay. Definitely different loadouts. We will definitely take this up for a R550s. Oh, they're Magic 1s, though. Those may not be quite as good as I was hoping. I mean, 30 Gs. 30 Gs is pretty damn good. R530s, 4Gs. Okay, we will definitely take this out for a flight because those are much better than I expected it to be. All right, cool. That's kind of exciting. Well, there's France. And then we arrive at Sweden, where for ground forces we've got the Panzerbandwagen 301, which is built off the M41 chassis, I think. Pretty sure it's the M41. Looked like it to me. I think it was the M41. And it has the J21's 20mm cannon on it. Guess we may as well throw that into a crew here. And we'll take a look at it here in the hangar. It's a bit of a tall vehicle, but that's not too big of a deal for, what is it, 3.0? 3.0 should be okay. The 20mm cannon is going to be interesting. I don't think it's going to do that much damage. So I don't think anybody really needs to worry over much about the penetration from the 20mm cannon here. That's not a whole lot of penetration, especially at distance. So it may wreak some havoc on tracks and gun barrels and stuff from the sides, but I don't think this is going to be quite the dangerous vehicle that everybody thinks it's going to be another R3T20. I don't think it's going to be that bad. The possibility exists, but I don't think so. And that was it for Swedish ground. For Swedish aviation, we have got the J35A and the JA37. So we'll take a look at the J35A here real quick. And then I don't get to test fly the JA37. That's unfortunate. So there's the J35A Premium. Take a look at the modifications and then secondaries. Unfortunately, those are basic Sidewinder B missiles there, so a little disappointing. You can't get up to 4 of them. And you can get up to 12 M56D rockets, so that's cool. It's alright for ground attack. It's not the best ground attack thing that there is, but they've got pretty good heat penetration if you hit a target, so they're not too bad. And you get a pretty decent amount of ammunition for the cannons, actually. So there you go. And a quick check of the modifications on the JA-37. It gets some decent weapons, and I really wish I could test fly the thing because I'd like to see how the radar missiles work. But not going to happen, I guess, unfortunately. That's kind of sad. I would have liked to have test flown that. There it is. Like I said on the first time I tried to do the dev server when I had to preview it, I love the camo. The camo that the Swedes came up with is just great. Plus, there's just something about that way that Delta is right there. I like it. I like that. And the canards, I like the J37s and the AJ37s because it's essentially the same airframe, just one specialized for ground attack. But I like them. I like them. And it's got a thrust reverser, which should be kind of hilarious to see that in action. There you go. That is it for everybody, and we'll give you one last little bit here for the end of the new vehicle roundup. And finally, as a special bonus, for those of you who care about the western province of Taiwan, here you go. New vehicle, ZTZ 99.3. There's some modifications. And that was it for aviation. The A5C for Pakistan, which unfortunately, sadly, has to be hidden in the West Taiwan air tree. So take a look at the air-to-ground strikes for it here. They get Matra R550 Magics. That's an interesting hidden little danger out of that airplane. And AIM-9Ps. So there you go. You get some American-style and French weapons on it because we work pretty closely with Pakistan. So interesting. Interesting. There you go. There you have it. That is the new vehicle roundup for the first dev server for the upcoming update called Direct Hit. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for watching on the stream, and thank you for watching on YouTube. We'll see you all in the next video. Hopefully, I'll be getting test drive videos out, a video of test drives out later in the day when I release this vehicle roundup video. So thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you in the next dev server video, whenever that is. Take care out there, everybody.